everyone. Right, for this session you're going to need your 1 kilogram weights. We're just going to be leaving the weights here on the mat in front, and then we're going to be standing nice and tall. Let's roll out the shoulders, and then let's stretch out the arms. So one arm, pulling it across, and then turning your head to face the opposite direction, stretching it out. The other arm. Good. And then we're going to grab hold of your wrist, and you're going to pull this arm all the way up towards the ceiling, stretching it up, and then pulling it all the way over and leaning across with your upper body, stretching all the way a little bit further. Hold it there. Good, and let's lift. Let's swap it around. So grabbing hold of the opposite wrist, pull up towards the ceiling, and then over to the other side. Stretch it out, hold it there. Good, and then reaching to the top again. We're going to interlock the fingers and then reach up to the ceiling with both hands. Bend your knees slightly and let's lean forward all the way from your hips. So you're bending at the hips, keeping everything else engaged. So your upper body and your arms are staying in a solid straight line until you feel that you are parallel with your mat. Straighten the legs, soften the knees, flatten your spine, keep the arms lifted, stretching it out, holding it there. Good, and then slowly rounding your spine, opening up all the vertebrae. You're going to push your upper body down, reaching towards your mat. Let go of your hands, and let's twist all the way to one side, keeping both legs straight. Stretch it out, and twisting all the way to the other side. Hold it there. Good, and let's bring it back to the center. We're going to grab hold of the weights. A nice deep breath, inhale, and then exhale as you curl up. Engaging your core, stacking your spine, standing up nice and tall. Right, let's roll out the shoulders, nice big circles. Good. Right, we're going to bring the weights all the way up to the front, and then we're going to curl the arms. So you're going to round them slightly as if you're hugging a nice big tree. So your weights are together. Your arms are bent slightly, but not at 90 degrees. So don't bend them all the way. It's just as if you're hugging a nice big round tree. And we're going to open them out, keeping them at this shape and keeping them at this height. So your elbows and your weights are going to stay shoulder height, pulling back, and then bring it forward again, hugging your tree. Exhale. Inhale, pull all the way back. Good, keep going. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale, hugging forward. Keep it lifted. Inhale, pull back. Exhale. Good, let's do 4. Exhale. 3. 2. And last one. Let's pull back and let's pulse those arms back. So keeping the elbows and the weight shoulder height, keeping your arms locked just slightly. Let's pull back all the way from the shoulders, pulsing back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Keep it lifted. Pull it back a little bit further. Good, and then slowly bringing the arms down. Roll out the shoulders. Let's shake out the arms, loosening up the muscles. Good. Right, we're going to bring the weights all the way up to the front again, and then we're going to lock the arms to 90 degrees, and we're going to pull the weights out to the sides. Let's extend, and we're going to do 3 circles to the front. 1, 2, 3, all the way from the shoulders. Bend it back in just to 90 degrees. Extend. Let's circle to the back. 1, 2, 3. Good. Lock to 90. Keep those elbows shoulder height. Extend. Let's circle forward. 1, 2, 3. Lock to 90 degrees. Stretch out again, circle to the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3. Bend it in. And last one, stretch to the front. 1, 2, 3. Right, let's lock the arms to 90 degrees and let's push the weights all the way up, reaching to the top. You can tap them together. Make sure they're above your head and back, just to where they were. So elbows are at shoulder height. Exhale, lift, and inhale down. Arms are burning, shoulders are burning. Exhale, lift, inhale down, and just keep going. Good, let's do 3 more. 3, stretch, inhale, 2, lift, inhale, last one. Right, let's lock the arms back to 90 degrees. We're going to pull them back behind you and then bring them forward all the way, squeezing them together and pull back, inhale. Remember your elbows should be trying to push back behind you. And then to the front, squeeze those elbows together, keep them shoulder height. Inhale, pull back, and exhale to the front, squeeze. Inhale, pull back, and exhale forward. Good, let's do one more, all the way back, and to the front. Let's hold it there, squeeze those elbows together. Let's pulse the arms, lifting, lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it there. Keep it lifted. Good, bring it out and down all the way. Roll up the shoulders, shake out the arms. Good. Right, we're going to go down in onto your hands and knees, and we're just going to be leaving your weights next to your side, and your hands are going to go directly under your shoulders. Your knees or under your hips, relaxing your feet. Let's curl the spine, so rounding your back, opening up all the vertebrae, dropping your head, tuck in your tailbone, stretching it out, and then let's do complete opposite, so arching the spine, stretch. Good, and then again, rounding the back, pushing your lower back up towards the ceiling, so opening all the vertebrae here, stretching it out, and then again one more to the complete opposite. Good, and then let's straighten. Right, we're going to be grabbing both weights into one hand, or just one if you want to. If you're feeling strong enough, you can take both of the weights, and then we're going to curl the arm again. So just like before when you were hugging your tree, so your arm is going to be slightly curled and bent with your elbow pushing forward. So don't let your elbow squeeze back towards you, keep it out to the side, and then we're going to let those weights hover slightly, and we're going to pull up and out and controlling down. Inhale, don't let your hand touch your mat. Exhale, lift. Keeping that arm bent just slightly, so it's not locked at 90 degrees, it's just rounded to form almost as if you want to form a half circle. Exhale, lift, and inhale, controlling down. Exhale, lift, and just keep going. Concentrating on your core muscles, you should feel it in your core to try and keep that balance and steadiness. Let's do 3 more. 3. And 2 more. 2. And then last one, we're going to keep it lifted. And we're going to do the small pulses at the top. All the way from the shoulder again. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it there. Good. And then controlling it back. Right. We're going to swap it around. So I'm just going to turn, and you can see the other arm. Everything is in line again, feet are relaxed, core muscles are staying engaged, and we're going to curl this arm. So tuck in the weights, push the elbow forward, your arm is locked just slightly, so it's just bent, slightly rounded, and then pulling up and out. Exhale, and controlling back down. Inhale. Good, so that elbow is pushing forward, don't let it fold back in. Exhale, lift. Good, let's do 3 more. 3. Inhale. 2. And then the last one, staying at the top. Let's do small pulses there, all the way from the shoulder. So it's not just the hand, it's not just the forearm, it's the whole arm. Pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there, keep it lifted. Good, and then slowly bringing it down. Right, leaving both weights next to your side. You're going to sit back. You can roll up your shoulders. Good, if your knees are hurting, bring your legs out to the front of you, that's fine. Then stretch one arm across, look to the opposite direction. Other arm. And stretching it out, you should feel the muscles pulling, bringing it down. Right, let's go back onto the hands and knees again. Make sure that your weights are in reach. And make sure that you have enough space behind you with the leg extending all the way back. We're going to grab hold of one or both of your weights, however you're feeling strong enough. And then we're going to extend the weight forward. So you're going to lock the arm slightly. This time your elbow can tuck in towards you, but just slightly. And we're going to push that weight out to the front, reaching up shoulder height and pulling it back. Without dropping all the way, let's extend it forward and then pulling back. Right, if you're feeling balanced enough and strong enough, we're going to combine with the opposite leg. So your opposite leg to the weight side is going to also extend back. Reach and balance, controlling in. Bend the knee, let it hover, and extend. Exhale, and inhale. Balancing nicely. Use your core. Pull your navel towards your spine. Try to keep your neck straight so that you're not bending your neck up or down. Keep it in line with your spine. Stretch and control back. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And concentrating on, or rather realizing that you're working both arms. So the opposite arm is also working really hard. It should be burning. Last one. Let's extend and hold it there. Let's pulse the arm and the leg. Lift, lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. Good. And sitting back again. You can stretch into shell stretch, so curling the spine, dropping the head, rolling out both wrists, and then sliding up into seated position. Let's roll up the shoulders again. Right, let's bring it to the front again, back onto hands and knees. We're going to swap it around. So try to remember which arm and which leg you were working. Let's do the opposite side. Your core muscles are engaged. Your knees are in line with your hips. And make sure that your feet are relaxed. So you don't want the toes to be tucked in. Keep them flat. Right, let's do the opposite arm. We're stretching it forward first, just the arm. Control back. Inhale. Exhale, stretch. Inhale. Right, this time let's combine the leg. Remember, it's the opposite leg. Extend and back and extend, stretch and back. Okay, remember to keep your neck straight in line with your spine. Exhale, inhale, exhale, stretch, inhale. Good, let's do 3 more. 3, 2 more, And last one, stretch it forward. Let's pulse the arm and the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Right, your weights out of your way. Let's stretch back into shell stretch again. Drop your head, roll up your wrists, and then let's curl up into a seated position. Right, bring your legs out to the front of you. Legs are stretched to the front. Keep them flat, keep them together. Your spine is nice and tall, shoulders back, and we're going to stretch out to the front. Starting from your head, inhale, and then exhale slowly. Reaching all the way forward, opening up all the vertebrae again, pushing your upper body, reach for your toes, drop your head, and let's flex the feet. Nice deep breaths. Good. Inhale and exhale as you curl up slowly. Stack your spine. Straighten up. Roll up the shoulders. Good. Let's stretch one arm across. Move to the opposite direction. And the other arm. And bring it down. Right. Staying nice and tall, we're going to place both hands behind your head and just slowly tilting your head down. So pulling down with your hands and your elbows are pulling down towards your hips, stretching it out. And then slowly lifting. Place one hand over your head and pull diagonally to the side. Slowly lift, and then the other hand over, pulling to the other side. Good, and lift. Right, let's roll up the shoulders, nice big circles. Spread your legs slightly, and let's roll out the ankles. Change direction. And there we go, well done. Thank you.